Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Do let me know in the comments how it was for you. What significant things happened, because we are still in the energy of the new moon, and this is a very emotional moon. It is a very revealing moon. Even though it's a new moon, it can be very revealing to help you move forward in new directions, new things. So all to say, I'm curious how the weekend has been for you and what's, excuse me, what's kind of carrying forward for you now. So this week I was guided to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So let's see what's in store in these cards. I'm going to give this one more shuffle here. Okay, and I do also want to remind you that on Wednesday night, I'm doing the Open Lightworker Mentorship Group Circle. So if you're interested in wanting to sit in a mediumship intuitive circle with me, Wednesday night is an open one where you can sign up. You can either sign up for several, or if you just want to do one at a time, you can do that too. So it's at avalonspirit.com. under Lightworker Mentorship Group Circle, the open one, the once a month one. So sign up there if you want to dive into some spirity stuff with me. But let's see what's in the cards for today. Spirit said, check your notes. And I was like, which notes? And that's not for me specific, it's for all of us. Check your notes of what are the patterns in what you've been observing lately. And so I know this has come up a couple times of like observation and notice what you notice. We see that in the Awakening Avalon deck often. Notice what you notice. If you have been jotting them down, or even if just keeping track of them in your mind, Spirit is like, check your notes, because it's about the patterns. What are the patterns you're noticing? Because patterns really help create that language and that understanding from the spirit world, as well as they're saying your manifestations. You're going to be able to start to see the fruits of your manifestations in the patterns. So check your notes. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what the cards are for today. Oh, I like that. Okay, the reason why I say I really like that is when Spirit is like, check the patterns, because it's bringing the manifestations. One of the cards we have is the initiation card. And this says rite of passage and crossing the threshold. Now, I really like this a lot. Now, the reason why is many of us have been journeying this way in this kind of darker, I want to say not necessarily dark or bad, but less illuminated. And along the way, Spirit has been bringing these patterns, these insights repeatedly. And now we're standing at this threshold right here where we're stepping into the light and the color. And it is by looking back at our notes. Because yeah, last week Spirit mentioned like, look back on your accomplishments. So you're at this threshold, and looking back here, checking your notes is going to help to color your direction forward with clarity and understanding. And that in itself, that crossing that threshold, is a turning point. That is an initiation into higher knowledge and higher understanding. This is very powerful, considering what Spirit had to bring through this morning. I also want to say too, the lightning in this card too, lightning often represents like this stroke of insight, this stroke of genius, this flash of inspiration, or this flash of clarity. There is so much clarity coming now in the light and the energy that is also connected to this new moon energy as well, seeing more clearly. So this is just stunning as a visual for today, right here. I love this. This is fantastic. So the next thing, the next piece in the message here is this starseed card, and it says, what lights you up? And I really like this because many of us are starseeds, and a starseed is basically somebody embodied here that has had many incarnations on other places, other planets, other galaxies, solar systems, but are choosing to have a human experience right now. But really they come from the stars. There are other humans that have had predominantly human lifetimes. And so having a lifetime on another planet would feel very kind of out of character. So there are many star seeds coming here to help hold the frequency of light and consciousness and awakening. And just some are aware that they are and some are not. But simply them being in alignment with their true selves, radiating that energy in the world is helping to light up the world around us, help that ascension, help that consciousness rise like it is doing. So that's why I love how this card says, what lights you up? Because in the energy, and many of you, again, are starseeds, the energy of you following your passion and honoring what lights you up has much bigger ripples than you are aware of, most likely. The kindness, the energy that you exude by doing what you love, like, I want to say the word infiltrates, but in a very good way. It infiltrates so many cracks and crevices, communities and people with light to help them illuminate. It's all about illuminating more and more and more. So what lights you up? That's something to consider in this energy of the new moon, is what is that? And how can you move forward in doing more of that? And again, also, it's kind of echoed by this warrior woman card. And this says, have you answered your deepest calling? So what's interesting is many people are being called right now to pay attention to what lights them up. What is the universe trying to say to you? What are your spirit guides trying to bring through in messages in these repeated patterns? Why are there these repeated patterns? To help you see your path forward in that co-creation with them. And so, have you answered that? Are you ignoring those callings? Or are you aligning with them? Are you ignoring spirit? Are you ignoring your intuitions? Or are you aligning with them? Right now, there's a big invitation to connect deeper into that intuitive self within. There's so much value in it. So definitely something to consider today as we move forward. I feel drawn to pull one more from the top. So this is where we'd cut from. They're saying one more from the top. Of course. Why are we doing all of this? Because we are birthing a new age. And this says, birthing new creations and dreaming a new world into being. Could it be any better than that? Honestly. This is stunning, and this is exactly what we're doing here right now. This is exactly why there are more star seeds here now. This is why what you do matters, and the light that you shine from being you creates these ripples outward more than you can imagine. You are literally helping to birth new creations, new consciousness, new possibilities into light. It is an amazing thing. So this is a very powerful time for all of us right now, and you being your authentic self is the key. It really is. It is so much the key. I can't even express it. So today of all days, still in this energy of the new moon, how can you honor you today? How can you take one more step forward in expressing that? And the universe will help answer those questions. And what's really interesting is the podcast for today is about like animal signs and symbols and messengers. So something to consider. Check out that podcast. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of your day.